Now to a story our NBC4i team broke last night that's making national headlines today. A big clue in the investigation of those jetpack man sightings in the skies near LAX.
That's right. Our investigative reporter Eric Leonard scooped everyone on this. He's here now with how these new pictures could impact the case. Eric.
Hey, good afternoon. So now that these images have been seen by the public really for the first time, we should emphasize that our law enforcement sources have told us by no means is this the solution to the jetpack mystery. In the last year, investigators and agents from both the FAA and the FBI have been examining every thread of potential evidence that might explain what pilots had seen when 3 separate times they reported a person flying with a jetpack. Now, the photo and video the I-team obtained after months of wrangling with a couple of government agencies shows what looks like a life-size inflatable toy, like the Jack Skellington character from the movie The Nightmare Before Christmas. LAPD officers in a police helicopter recorded these images in early November 2020. It was right after Halloween, so it stands to reason that this particular inflatable could have broken away from a Halloween display, and it was unlikely this was the actual thing reported by any of the pilots, especially the one that had reported one of the jetpack sightings about 2 weeks earlier over Culver City. But once this was seen by the jetpack investigators, they tell us it seemed to answer what had been a number of perplexing questions in the case. How was it possible that no one other than the pilots ever saw these things? How was this thing, whatever it was taking off, landing, or maybe even crashing in densely populated parts of LA County without anyone else ever seeing it? And how was something powerful and large enough to fly thousands of feet up never detected by air traffic control radar or on collision warning systems that are in each of these jetliners?
Eric, so if this isn't the exact object that the pilots saw, what do investigators think that they did see?
Well, again, seeing these human-shaped inflatable characters on the photos and video raised the real possibility that either by accident or even as an intentional prank, some kind of inflatable that looked like a human figure was being carried thousands of feet up into the air. Now, pilots have told us this happens from time to time with trash bags and tarps and certainly helium party balloons that can end up thousands of feet over L.A., and there are action figure-like life-size inflatable toys that look like cartoon and movie characters. And you might remember the most recent sighting back in July, a cargo pilot thought the jetpack figure was wearing a red outfit.
So let's say the best explanation the FAA and FBI are left with are being unable to find any other evidence. Where does that leave the pilots who made these reports?
Well, Michael, the flight crews have been interviewed, and from what we've heard from, again, our law enforcement contacts, there's nothing to suggest that the pilots were being anything less than genuine and honest about their observations. One thing other pilots and officials have told us to keep in mind, that these are jet planes. They're in one of the busiest phases of their flights on approach to LAX when these sightings were reported. They're in congested airspace, and the planes are flying really fast, sometimes 200 to 300 miles per hour, depending on where they are in the approach lanes. So the pilots only caught a quick glimpse of something that was small, passing nearby and very quickly, but until someone is caught, they just won't know that whether or not this is truly the explanation behind these.
Interesting stuff, indeed.
It really is. It's got
so many layers
talking,
to it.
that's for sure.
Right.
Thanks, Eric.
Appreciate it.
All right.